Underwriting services for this program were provided by Papa John's at 4803 Montgomery Road. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza.
Let's just see how Norwood responds here. Getting the ball on offense. Let's see if they can push the ball upfield.
Kicking off for the Eagles, number 33, Dylan Coleman.
All right, for Milford Eagles, it's going to be number 33, Dylan Coleman, kicking it off.
Back for the Indians, number 5, Stephen Boston. Number 21, Elijah Wellington.
They definitely got some speed catching the ball. Let's see what the kicker does and see how our blocking is. It's a good kick.
Wellington runs it out across the 30-yard line.
Looks like number 21, Elijah Wellington, takes it to the 31. Norwood's going to set up for first down. Pretty decent return.
Now it might take a little while too for everything to click, especially offense, because we do have a new coach this year. Coach Jimmy is a new coach. He's a veteran coach. He's taken a few teams to the playoffs. He came from, I believe, Western Hills was his last spot. So sometimes a new coach, it takes a little bit of time to get everything down. Here being the third game, they should be a little bit more familiar with everything. So let's see if we can get our offense clicking.
Looks like Norwood runs the ball to about the 40-yard line.
Matt Goodman runs it out to the 40-yard line.
It's going to be second down and roughly 9 yard gain.
Second and 3.
Cameron Wilson on the stop for the Eagles to bring up
more than 5
Indians.
or more first down, you've really put yourself in good position.
All right, for Norwood, number 7, Matt Goodwin's going to take the ball himself. He's going to pick up the first down. He gets it across the 50-yard line to about the 45.
44 for Indians. First down.
Very nice. There's two good
Zach Martin on the
brothers here.
tackle.
Matt's the sophomore, and Travis is the senior. It's a very athletic family. They had another brother and a couple sisters go through Norwood, so I'm not surprised to see Goodman out there being pretty athletic.
Goodman takes it himself again. He's going to get it up to about the 40-yard line.
Probably wants to cover the ball a little bit more.
Goodman runs it down to the 40-yard line.
Especially with the wetness today.
Number 25, Seth Robinson on the tackle for the Eagles.
You're getting outside maybe.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second and 6.
Running well, but I like to see him protect that ball a little bit more.
All right, Norwood's gonna be second down and 6. Looks like it's
there's a fumble on the play.
The good is Norwood got it back. The bad is they just lost about 20 yards.
Covered by the Indians at the 35.
And also another bad is going to be third down. So what do you think Norwood's going to look to do here? They're going to try to be safe and run the ball, but as you've seen there, the communication between the QB and the running back was important. Or do you try to throw it with the wetness being a key factor in that one?
Well, I'm not going to say the wetness yet's a key factor. I mean, it's not raining. The ball will be okay. But the bottom line is it's 3rd and 31. You don't really have a play in your playbook here. Okay? So like you said, they played it safe. It's going to be a penalty on Norwood. They won. But I think Milford's going to line it, set themselves up for a good field position on the punt.
see what the call is.
Change of possession. You're going to read the new coaching staff to Norwood. It's at the bottom. I always like doing that, recognizing the cheerleaders, cheerleading coach.
No flag on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, Norwood's going to be punting here. It's going to be 4th and 31.
Yeah, more likely here, Milford's going to get
Back
pretty
to punt.
good.
Goodman for the Indians.
They're in a little spread punt formation here. That's a good
Goodman
punt.
gets a good punt. Returning it for Milford's number 4, Chase Witt. Witt gets it out to the 40-yard line.
Chase Witt.
That was
Tackle at the
a
40-yard
great
line.
coverage there by Norwood.
That was a good punt there, too.
Yes.
Tackle by number 10, Austin
Great
Reno.
job. He took on the
Eagles
block,
ball, 1st and 10.
and he didn't make the pure tackle, but he did make that the punt returner make an adjustment, and then by that time we had a couple tacklers on him. That was a good job.
All right.
Needs an early hold here. You don't want to fall behind too far too early.
All right, number 11, Tyler Smith drops back, gets it to number 5, Dakota Leffer. Leffer gets to the 49-yard line.
They're doing a lot of rolling out.
Pushed out of bounds by number 2, Darius Carter. It's an Eagles 1st down.
There they just kind of flooded the zone area. They have 3 receivers over on this right side and the short side of the field. They put twins on the far side of the field, single on the right side.
They hand the ball off to the number 38.
38, Dawson Sloan.
Dawson Sloan picks up a couple.
Runs it down to the 41-yard line.
That's a bad position you're in.
Tackled by number 19, Gerald Johnson.
You don't want to be catching, as they say, kind of like catching a ball, waiting there, shortstop. There, we were
Gain 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
running back, so he was able to just drive us another 5 yards. That's a tough position.
Milford's going to get the ball on the 40, or is going to have the ball on the 41, 2nd and 4. Handed off to number 38, Dawson Sloan.
Work that outside.
Number 5 for Norwood.
He's tackled by Stephen Boston.
Stephen Boston picks up the tackle. Seems like they're getting the ball in some open space early.
Yeah, they're finding some good holes, good gaps right now.
Milford,
Offensive line's doing a pretty good job for Milford.
Milford's got the ball on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
You know, we knew coming in this was going to be a little bit of a tough game just because of the size difference. You got a little bit more on Milford with the number of people.
Dawson Sloan is going to take the ball into the end zone for Milford. It's going to be 13-0.
So we got about 60 players on Milford's team to our 30 or so. So that can wear teams down too. This is a Division II school, decent sized school. So, you know, even though you can have good athletes, the problem is when you got more people, you can draw from a little bit more also. So, but it's early. Norwood can bounce back. It's a good point. They have to get it together pretty quick.
Extra point by Dylan Coleman's good.
Extra point for Milford's number 33, Dylan Coleman, is good. It's going to be 14-0 Milford.
For this game with 50 rankings in the top 50 by U.S. News and World Report, including our top-ranked co-op and internship program. UC has been named number 1 in the nation for return on educational investment.
All right, as you were mentioning earlier, we got a new head coach. The rest of the coaching staff is the offensive coordinator, William Owens, defensive coordinator, Doug Baumgartner. Assistants include Adam McLean, Dan Topping, Drew Maupin, Atiago Hall, Matt Rudolph, and Fred Williams. And the trainer is Chris Bunnell.
I'm up here with Edward. Doing the announcing a little bit. Well,
Set to kick off the Eagles, number 33, Dylan Coleman.
there's still 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, so there's a lot of time. But this, I would say, is an early crucial series for Norwood.
Stephen Boston,
You do not
Elijah
want to
Wellington
turn this ball
back
right
to the
back
Indians.
over to Milford, already up 14-0. We're going to need to sustain the drive and move the ball here. Regardless, try to change some of the field position, even if we don't score.
All right,
Get a good run back here.
All right, number 21, Elijah Wellington's taking the kickoff return. Takes it to about the 33-yard line.
You know, a small positive from that
Knocked
first
out of
series
bounds
run.
at the 30-yard
Really,
line.
Milford didn't technically stop us. We stopped ourselves with
By
that,
Dominic
with that fumble,
D'Alessandro.
a handoff that we ended up losing 20-something yards. We actually had 2 good gains and a moderate gain, so we were moving the ball a little bit. So hopefully they can
Pick up from where they left off.
Yep, and this is one thing, you know, they're going to have to play pretty mistake-free, I think, to really stay in this game. So we'll see if they can turn it around here in the second series on offense.
Goodman hands it off to number 11, Cameron Walker. Walker gets to about the 35-yard line.
Another positive gain. Good thing is we haven't seen a lot of penetration yet, so they're
Bailey Knox
now is
on
holding
the
it up.
tackle for the Eagles. Gain of 5, second 5 Indians.
All right, Norwood 2nd and 5 from the 35.
So again, positive gain there, 2nd and 5. Staying in that spread. Goodman rolling left, looking back.
Looks,
Making something happen here, that's for sure.
he's got open space across the 50. Cuts back towards the middle, gets to about the 40-yard line.
Runs it down to 41. It's an Indians first down.
In Milford's territory again. That's great individual effort there. Everyone
Tackle
else
on the
is
play
great
by number
too.
25,
Line did a
Seth
great
Robinson.
job. Usually in that kind of play, you get some holds because all of a sudden you're blocking somebody one way, thinking that's where the quarterback's going, and then they reverse. So sometimes you're holding them almost as they are coming around. So they did a good job not getting any holding calls.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 41 for Norwood. Looks like it was.
Cameron Walker.
Looks like the handoff was to number 11, Cameron Walker. Doesn't look like Walker picked up any. It's
Play by 45, Logan
going
Ford.
to be 2nd and 11 from the 42 for Norwood.
Alright, so that's the first negative play for Norwood. Let's see if we can turn a positive here in the second.
Handoff is again to a number 11, Cameron Walker.
Cameron Walker.
Looks to get to about the 39, Milford's 39-yard line.
Tackled on the play by 36, Josh Bobo.
It's going to be 3rd and 8 for Norwood.
And Norwood stays in the spread. They got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They don't huddle anymore in high school,
Good.
Riley. That's a good pass, and that should be a first down.
Goodman's pass is completed.
To number, it looks like 82.
Number 22.
22, excuse me.
Indians first down.
Looks like they got the brother connection going on there.
Nice job.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Norwood from Milford's number 30-yard line.
Darius Carter in the backfield here. And he's got the ball. Nice hole, nice blocking.
Picks up about 5 yards.
Darius Carter.
It's going to be 2nd and 5 for Norwood on Milford's 25-yard line. It's a good solid pickup. They've gotten moderate gains just about every play except for one.
Good job. Let's give some kudos. 63. Stevie Robbins out there. I'm trying to catch some of the numbers. Got Kyle Miller, 54, playing left guard.
Flag on the play.
Center, Brandon Coomer looks like. 70
Looks like it's going to be an offsides called on Milford.
Mikey Addis playing right tackle. I'm sorry, looks
First down Indians.
Nick Henson.
Ball spot on the 20-yard line.
All right.
We'll take that. Another first down. Looks like you got Walker split left to Goodman. Nice
Good.
pass again. Nice
Goodman
pass.
gets it to his brother. Number 22, Travis Goodman.
And Travis Goodman. Tackled by number 32, Eric Ritchie.
I'm pretty sure they're brothers. I've had Travis in class.
And 2 on the play, second and 8 Indians.
I like that short setup turn and a confident throw there. That's showing good poise for a sophomore here.
Handoff's going to be to Norwood's number 11, Cameron Walker.
Quarterback Matt Goodman runs it inside the 10-yard line.
2 cutbacks. Nice job. Inside
Tackled by 52, Hayes Sluter. First down Indians, first and goal.
Now it's hard to score. This is usually the hardest when you just got the full almost 10 yards. But still, nice drive here. Don't want to settle for a field goal down 14-0.
All right, Goodman takes it himself. He gets tripped up. Gets to about the 2-yard line.
Goodman carries the ball down the 2-yard line.
Norwood's definitely giving them some trouble on offense. Like the last series, they moved the ball a little bit.
52 on the tackle, Hayes Sluter. Second goal Indians.
You want to stick it in here? Let's get that score before the end of the quarter.
I would say right here is probably about the hardest spot to score, just because you have the narrow passing lanes. Goodman takes it himself, gets to the goal line, picks up the touchdown. That was a great drive there for Norwood. I think they only had 1 or 2 negative plays. Getting some help from Milford, giving the offsides.
Coming out a little kind of.
We'll take the extra point, number 27, Austin Abbott.
If they get an unbalanced number, they're supposed to look to move the ball there. If it's balanced, then they'll probably come back. We got a flag though. Not sure we got it's going to be motion.
Flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be a legal formation on Norwood.
And now they're going to go into their base extra point here.
Ball spot the 8-yard line.
Looks like number 27, Austin Abbott, is going to be kicking the extra point for Norwood. Looks like the extra point is no good.
Extra point is no good.
Looks like it's off to the left.
Milford Eagles 14, Norwood Indians 6.
Norwood put a good drive together. Now they're going to have to step up on defense and be able to stop it.
I'd like to remind everyone, North Athletic Hall of Fame dinners, November 14th, Crown Plaza on Pilfer Road in Blue Ash. Inductees is Ray Campbell, class of 94, Alan Owens, class of 1976, Larry Bukowski, class of 67, Jimmy Cobb, 1994, and Tanya Woodruff, class of 1991. Ticket information, call Mike Marksberry, 616-0837, Jerry Gilman, 522-4154, or Tammy Faust, 324-5658. Next week is Alumni Night. Please RSVP with Athletic Director J.D. Faust to be announced at halftime next week. Alumni Night. Please see J.D. Faust.
not
Ball
worried
spot
about
the
the
40-yard
return,
line. First and 10 Eagles.
you're giving them a pretty short field here, starting at their 40-yard line. Nice facility Norwood has here, Ron. They got the new field in. JD Faust done a great job.
Looks like Milford's quarterback, number 11, Tyler Smith.
Pass is completed.
We're hurting in that middle seam. Not sure where the
Gage Spillman.
gap is from linebacker and safety.
Hank Burley on the tackle for the Indians. That's an Eagles first down.
Looks like Milford's going to get a first down, first and 10 on Norwood's number 36-yard line.
Yep, that was a quick strike for 24. They're right in position again now. Need a turnover here. Change the momentum a little bit.
Number 38's killing Norwood's defense. Number 38, Dawson Sloan.
Carries the ball down to the 18-yard line for Eagles
It's going to be
first down.
that was an 18-yard run right there.
Hank Burley on the tackle for the Indians.
Really, neither offense can really be stopped. They're just going to have to hope right now. Looks like the Milford stops herself here. Norwood's going to have to turn it
That's the
around.
end of the first quarter. Milford Eagles 14 and Norwood Indians 6.
All right, after the end of the first quarter, Milford Eagles 14, Norwood Indians 6.
By the concessions.
It's also like
$1 ticket for a chance to win prizes.
as they have in the past.
From a 7-day beach vacation for an official Indian football helmet.
Television. So again, thank you to Papa John's and thank you for your support.
The SHP leading design Norwood promised to float Dash 5K is Saturday, October 17th, Norwood Shea Stadium.
North Shea Stadium, Ron. I went to
Race
Norwood.
begins at 9 a.m. Registration opens at 8 a.m. Register online at registrationspot.com until October 15th. Register online at registrationspot.com.
You don't see that as much, and they would stop and watch some of the game and then move on. It's still kind of a neat kind of setting here with the hill, with the track. Got the old
Seems like when I attended the games here, it seems like the train usually honked once or twice during the game.
Yep. You have the old clock in the background there with the old playing
First
card.
down Eagles, ball at the 18-yard line.
All right, so let's see if we can get a positive on defense here.
Looks like number 88 for Milford, Brendan Duggan, is going to take the ball in to score a touchdown.
We're having trouble in a couple areas. One, initial contact, and we're not doing well containing. The corners got to get off that and turn that inside and hope that somebody scrapes through like a linebacker or safety and comes up. We're having trouble with turning the ball in, and they're just finding some pretty good gaps on the run right now.
All right, number 33, Dylan Coleman's 2 for 2 on extra points today.
It's totally different.
Looks like he makes his third extra point, and it's going to be 21, Milford, Norwood 6.
Milford Eagles 21, Norwood Indians 6.
Gotta hang on to this.
It won't break off now. I just wanted to know if you were doing that on purpose.
Gotta hang in.
I'd like to thank our sponsors,
Going
Dr.
in,
Will
trying to get
Fisher
some
Group,
adjustments.
special
We're gonna
thanks to
have to
Doc
step up
Carino,
somewhere.
SHP Design, Big Papa's,
Can't
Norwood Light
outscore them right
Premium,
now because
US Bank, Richard E. Linder,
Not be able to stop
YMCA,
the
Jimmy John's,
offense. We
Shepherd
moved the ball
Chemical,
well, but we're behind 15.
Papa John's,
So we're gonna have to
Coca-Cola,
find some
Tiger
stop
Fitness,
somewhere on defense.
Pursuit Skip
We're gonna
Trace,
have to have Milford have a couple turnovers. But right now, we're
silhouettes.
just gonna have to, match
and a
the
booth
points
set
with
up,
points.
please support the silhouettes.
Could be a high-scoring game today, with Milford getting off to a fast start with scoring 21 points.
Coleman to kick off for the Eagles.
All right, number 33, Dylan Coleman's going to be kicking off for Milford Eagles. Set back to return it. Looks like it's number 21, Elijah Wellington. Looks like the kickoff's going to go out of the end zone.
Nice kickoff in high school to go out of the end. See, and then you see right there some difference. Now Norwood's got to go 80 yards.
Versus
Milford had to go
60 yards.
Now,
Yep.
granted, they went and did chunks, but right now the kicking game's a big difference off the bat in field position for both teams.
Ball spot at the 20-yard line, first and 10 for the Indians.
Oh, was he just staring off in the direction?
Just thinking. Kind of like you do in my class, just stare off in the direction.
I usually stare at you.
That's the good thing. All right, here we go.
Even if I'm not paying attention, I'm still looking at you.
See if we can continue the offense here.
All right, looks like Norwood's got number 9, Jeb McGeorge in at QB right now.
McGeorge's pass is completed.
That's from Jeff.
Number 5, Stephen Boston.
Looks like Norwood picked up a first down.
First down Indians.
It's going to be first.
Pretty well. Trying to check on the sideline, make sure he's okay over there. And again, I'm not sure if they do some switching of quarterbacks, but hopefully he's okay. He did a good job in the 2 series he was in.
Norwood's on the 31-yard, their own 31-yard line. McGeorge gets it out to number 22, Travis Goodman. Looks like Goodman lost the ball. It's recovered by Milford.
Jeb McGeorge's pass is completed to number 22, Travis Goodman.
High school, your knee hits
Out to
your
the 37-yard line.
So, good break. Even though once his knee hit the whistle blew, he might have just relaxed anyway.
All right, Norwood 2nd and 4 from their own 37.
So again, 2 good positive plays early on offense here.
2nd 4.
Looks like Walker's going to be the back to the right of McGeorge. Oh, low snap there.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
Looks like there's going to be a fumble on the play. Norwood fumbled the ball, recovered by Milford.
Right when we handed it off, they were right in.
Recovered by number 52, Hayden Stewart.
Tightly. So now the backs of Norwood's defense is definitely against the wall here. Short field. They've scored every time they've touched the ball. Somebody's got to
Eagles ball first and 10 to the 31-yard line.
See if we can get a big play here.
All right, Milford's going to have first down and 10 from Norwood's 31.
Timeout Indians.
Norwood takes its first timeout.
Tri-Health is the official sports medicine partner for
I think
Norwood High
Norwood
School.
took this timeout just to get regrouped on defense. Maybe some positive words for encouragement to get a stop right here.
To assist in injury prevention, care, and management of our student athletes. Thank you, Chris and Dr. Oglegley. University of Cincinnati is a proud sponsor of this game with 50 rankings in the top 50 by U.S. News and World Report, including our top-ranked co-op and internship program. UC has been named #1 in the nation for return on educational investment. Now that's smart. Cincinnati smart.
Yeah, let's just hope this rain can stay off and keep us dry.
UC.edu/smart.
All right, number 11, Tyler Smith. Fumbled the snap. Oh, the pass is deflected by looks like number 17 for Norwood.
Tyler Smith's pass is knocked down by number 21,
Excuse me,
Wellington.
21, Elijah Wellington.
Wellington made a good play there. Stayed in his zone, his read.
Didn't try to go for too much, just deflected the pass.
I'm Milford doesn't run in here. They've been running some chunks the last 2 series here. We'll see.
Milford 2nd and 10 from Norwood's 31. And like you said, they did give it off to number 38, Dawson Sloan. Or excuse me, number 11, Tyler Smith.
Downs by number 2, Darius Porter.
In there pretty good.
There's a flag on the play.
Holding. All right.
Well, looks like Norwood's going to pick up
Second down.
picking up some good luck there and getting the holding penalty on
Yeah,
Milford.
and the way they do that,
Backs the
they
Eagles up to the
mark
30-yard
the
line.
spot of the foul, so they don't go from where
Second
they
down.
were. So basically, Milford
Somebody's-
gained a yard on the exchange there of that. But so it's 2nd and 9. But yeah, again, they're running the ball well. I'll be a little surprised they put the ball in the air here in the next series or so. But it could be in this next play or two. All right, there you go. Good individual tackle there.
Hand off to Dawson Sloan.
That's a good stop right there by Norwood. Now they're going to
Number
put
32,
Milford in a
Taylor
3rd down
Ferguson.
situation.
Focus did a great job there. He stayed home. He didn't get sucked in by the fake. He made a nice, solid tackle.
3rd and 8, Norwood fans.
He's one of their seniors who's I've had in class. He's got good character, good kid. I think he's a
3rd and Eagles.
big leader for this team, and he did a good job in that tackle. For
All
sure.
right, Milford's 3rd down and 8 from the 29-yard line. And
That's the weak area.
Tyler Smith's
Right there,
pass
soft
intended for number
middle.
44, Dave
Luckily,
Schumann,
they dropped
is
that.
incomplete.
Now they're
Gonna bring up
in a
fourth
position where they
and
might go
Eagles.
for this at the 28. I'd be surprised they don't go for it. Norwood's going to have to look to see what they're doing on defense there in that middle zone area, because that's where they're really hurting. They might have to, and I'm not sure, I have to look at the dude, they might have to start hitting those little tight ends and the little slots a little bit off the line.
4th down, Norwood
I would be
fans.
surprised if they throw the ball. Oh, Tyler Smith rolls out to the right. Tries to find number 44 again. Pass is incomplete.
Indians will take it over 1st and 10.
Stop.
Probably need a couple more stops when they get back on defense. Norwood's offense has really got to get in control right here and get some points on the board. They got to put that defensive stop to good use. All right, Norwood's going to have 1st down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. All right, looks like number 9, Jed McGeorge is back in, still in at QB.
Yeah, I have to see. I didn't see Goodman on the side. Nice run by Cameron.
Hand off to number 11, Cameron Walker.
For Milford, that was a nice, good shoestring tackle right there by number 34. Norwood picks up a 1st down, gets it to the 47-yard line.
For the Eagles, 1st down Indians.
It's a well-needed jump start to the drive. Looks like Norwood's got 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left.
A little underthrown there.
Quarterback Jed McGeorge's pass intended.
Looks like McGeorge's passes
Stephen Boston falls incomplete.
intended for number 5, Stephen Boston. Looks like he underthrew him there a little
Yeah,
bit.
he didn't plant and step into that as well as he did.
2nd and 10 Indians.
Looks like Norwood's going to have 2nd and 10 from their 47-yard line.
Short side of the field, so we got a lot of field on the left side. We'll see what they're looking at here.
Looks like
Straight give to Walker, who's going to have a nice game.
Hand off to Cameron Walker.
Looks like he picks up
Runs
about
across
7 yards.
midfield to the 46-yard line.
They are,
Adam Bartram
even though we
on
made
the
that
tackle
stop,
for the Eagles.
the last
Going to bring up 3rd and 3 Indians.
we don't get it first, I wouldn't be surprised to see us go first, because I really think they feel they're going to have to score on offense a lot. So we'll see. Let's see if we can just get the 1st down. We don't have to worry about a 4th down.
All right, McGeorge gets the snap, throws it over to number 5, Stephen Boston. It's pretty close to a 1st down.
It's going to be short. I'd say about 4th and 1.
Jed McGeorge's pass is completed.
Be surprised if they don't run the ball right now.
Just inside
This
the
is sometimes a
44.
spread dilemma when you need a yard and you're 4 yards behind.
Looks like there was a bit of communication there.
Yes, there was. Not sure what happened there.
Miscommunication. Gives the ball back to Milford. Looks like Milford's going to get it from the 49. Norwood's 49-yard line. They're going to set up shop 1st and 10 with the short field.
First down Eagles at the 49-yard line.
What I was saying is with this spread, it gets a little odd sometimes when you've got a quarter of a yard, half yard, and you're 4 yards behind the line snapping the ball. But, you know, that's what they do, and a lot of teams are successful at it. Good game. We got a late flag.
Quarterback Jack Eagleman takes a snap. There's a flag on the play.
Quarterback number 9, Jack Engelman, picks up a lot of yards there.
Holding. Getting the run. Repeat first down.
Looks like it was going to be holding near the line of scrimmage this time.
40-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and 21 from the their own 40-yard line.
1st and 21.
Got a little inside, man, not a handoff, but find a lot of yards.
Quarterback Jack Engelman runs it up to the 40-yard line. It's a 20-yard
Back
gain.
end of our defense is small. Corners and safeties, and that's making it a little tough too.
The 33, Hank Burley.
Looks like he picked up about 20 yards there on that QB draw.
It's going to be 2nd and short now.
Looks like number 9's going to take the handoff again. Looks like he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback Jack Engelman carries the ball. There's flags on the play.
Thank you.
Getting the run. 15-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Well, Milford's trying to help us.
Holding call against the Eagles. Moves them back to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 11.
Looks like number 11, Tyler Smith's back in at QB. Smith's going to roll out to the left. He's going to be found, number 27.
Tyler Smith's pass is complete.
Andrew Key.
Short of the first, instead of about a 3rd and 3, I think, Ron.
Yep, it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 42-yard line. Norwood's.
Ball spot the 42-yard line. 3rd and 3 Eagles.
Looks like Milford hands the ball off to number 38, Dawson Sloan. He's got to be getting up there in yards. He's got to about have 70 yards.
Having a good game, short, stocky, having a tough time. He's what's the stats on him? What's his weight and size?
He's about 5'6", 169.
He looks a little bigger than that. He's just got a low center of gravity.
Not only that, but Norwood's small on defense. Looks like Norwood's going to have a player down. Milford did pick up the first down on the play, and they're going to get the ball towards the 27-yard line.
Injured player number 87, Jihad Key.
All right, number 87, Jordan Latham. Excuse me, number 87, Jihad Key is able to walk off the field on his own power. And Milford's going to line up at the 27-yard line. Norwood's 27. Number 11 hands it off to number 38, Dawson Sloan.
Hand off to number 38, Dawson Sloan.
Looks like he picks up a couple.
Tackled by number 28, Austin.
Looks like he picks up about 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Milford.
Nice pursuit angle there. Nice individual tackle by Blankenship to hold them to just a couple-yard gain.
Timeout, Eagles.
All right, Milford's going to call their first timeout. There's 6 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half.
Check out the options.
Scores 21 for Milford, Norwood 6.
Prizes from a 7-day beach vacation to an official Indian football helmet.
Norwood can get a stop right here and score. That'll be probably the best situation for them. They'll be getting the ball in the second half. So if they score right here and score the second half, should be pretty close to being tied.
Alan Owens, class of 76. Larry Petrovsky, class of 67. Jimmy Cobb, class of 94. And Tommy Woodruff, class of 91. For ticket information, call Mike Mercer, 616-0837. Jerry Gilman, 522-4154. Tammy Faust, 324-5658. Next week is Alumni Night. Please RSVP with Athletic Director J.D. Faust. If you're interested, to be announced at halftime next week. 2nd and 8.
Stop. Still hanging in here, down 15. You can't put down much more.
That was a great catch right there by Milford. Looks like number 83. Looks like number 83, Max Brewer.
The number 83, Max Brewer.
Looks like it's going to be
Eagles.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal for Milford on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Wellington didn't have bad coverage, but he just went up and out-jumped him, got that ball.
Figured number 38, Dawson Sloan's going to take it in for a touchdown. Number 33 for Milford, Dylan Coleman's going to come in to attempt the extra point. It's 3 for 3 today. The extra points. So if he can go 4 for 4.
I'd be surprised if Goodman isn't quarterback coming back. I wonder if he got banged up a little bit because he was doing a good job at quarterback. They might do a little rotation, but this will be third series.
The extra point is good for Milford. It's going to be 28-6 with about 5 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the first half.
It's a gut check time here with 6 minutes. There we go, Ron. You're going to have to find a little competitive fire in there to get this ball down or at least get back to maybe a 2-score game here. Like I said, I'm kind of scanning the sidelines to see if I see Goodman, see if he's in on this series. I haven't seen him. He might have got banged up early in the game and didn't catch it.
Number 33, Dylan Coleman's going to kick off. Last time he kicked off, he kicked it out of the end zone.
Number 33, Dylan Coleman back to kick off. Stephen Boston.
What year's Coleman?
Lajuan Wellington back to the Indians.
Coleman is a sophomore.
He's got a good leg for a sophomore. Let's see. He might be in position to kick in college here out low in there if he's going.
Norwood should just let that one go through the end zone. Number 21, Wellington's going to take it. He's trying to find space if he can pick up a block, which he doesn't get the block, and it's going to be a first down for Norwood, probably about the 5-yard line. If he could have get that block from Stephen Boston, it looked like he could have gained about another 15.
But you called it right early. You should let that one go. There's a lot of ifs there. When you're picking the ball up at the 2 or 3 yard line when it looks like it could go in. still with the Georgia quarterback.
George looks up about 3 yards with the carry. It's going to be second down on the 7-yard line, so it picks up about 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Norwood.
To the 7-yard line. 2nd 8.
Big George finds number 22. Travis Goodman picks up a good yards. It's a great play ran there by Norwood. Looks like he got away from the defensive backs there and was open.
Yeah, he got behind DBs and it was a good rollout, nice throw. And he was wide open. Sometimes those are the hardest to catch. But he stayed concentrated.
Walker takes the ball up the middle.
Up the middle. Number 11,
Looks like he gains about a 1 or 2 yards there.
Tackled by number 52, Hayden Sluder.
Looks like it's going to be second down
Gain of 3.
and 7 for Norwood.
7 Indians.
All right, it looks like it's an empty backfield for Norwood. Big George. George tries to find number 5, Stephen Boston.
Pass intended for number 5, Stephen Boston, is incomplete.
Both quarterbacks look about the same.
Number 3, Noah Robertson,
Up to this point.
play for the Eagles. 3rd and 7 Indians.
You mean Norwood's too?
Yeah, Norwood's 2 QBs.
Goodman might be a little bit more of a runner, a little bit more of a cutter.
Hand off to Cameron Walker. He runs it up to the 45.
Well, you're in a position here where you might even go for it. It's down 28-6, even though it's 4 minutes
Josh
left.
Bobo on the tackle.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and 4
Brings
for
up
Norwood
4th and
at the
4.
45-yard line.
You're going to go for it here. Big play. Milford had to call a timeout there. They were all messed up. They didn't have anybody.
Timeout Eagles.
2 receivers down here on their side. Now it looks like we're going to have a Norwood band. Norwood band's doing a great job. I think the last couple years they've won the state. Mr. Bauer's done a great job with the band. I got a few of the band members in class, and they're very dedicated. They really work hard. You know, everybody thinks of sports and camps in the summer. The band goes to camp every summer too. They're out there in the hot. They're out there on
In the uniform, too.
yeah, they practice, and it's hot when they practice, and they practice out on that concrete, out in our parking lot. So, we got a lot of dedication. They don't get enough credit for kind of the weather that they have to put up with out there performing and practicing also.
So it looks like Norwood's going to come out in a punting formation.
Yeah, they've talked about it. They might fake it, but nope, they're going to go ahead and kick.
Pretty weak kick for Norwood. It's going to get about to the 38-yard line.
Punt goes out of bounds.
Looks like Milford's going to get the ball.
Yeah, they got enough time here. They got 3:44.
The 38-yard line, that's where the Eagles will take a 1st and 10.
Try to keep them to some short gains and get the clock down.
Milford's going to get the ball. The 38. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Milford does only have 1 timeout, so that's good. Even though, I mean, like I said, there's plenty of time. They don't need to rush. Especially in high school run, you get a 1st down, stops the clock till they set the chains. Gives you a little extra time. See if we can get a turnover here. We need a turnover. We need something positive to happen here from Norwood.
Number 11, Tyler Smith, was looking for his receiver. Looks like his receiver just couldn't get a grip on it.
Not good. We got 2 Norwood Indians down on that play. I'm not going to speculate who it is till we really know. But there's 2 of them down.
It's not looking good for One on the far side over there, on the right side. It looks like he's grabbing his head.
I'm not gonna speculate at all. I never will. Just let them tend to him, and we'll just hope for the best. Tell us about the cheerleading squad there for us. Got a long-time cheerleading coach, does a great job, puts in a lot of effort. The girls put in a lot of extra time also. You want to give them a shout out while we got some time?
All right, the cheer coach is Becky Sawyers. Looks like we got Katie Faulkner, Tina Winbush, Keena Favors, Reagan Rains, Peyton Britt, Lily Cohen, Kristen McFerrin, Brooklyn Addis, Melissa Davalos, Molly Galipsy, Kayla Brodus, Lucy Petticord, and Kelsey Howard. Looks like number 50 for Norwood. Number 50, Trevon Ward, is getting up for Norwood. So it looks like he's going to limp off the field.
Got Trayvon in class. First year here, I've had him in class. He's a very energetic, always smiling so far. I know this is his first year out for football, so that happens. You get those seniors that they come out, or some of their friends get them out. But he's a good athlete. He's been a great wrestler, solid wrestler for Norwood in the program. So hopefully nothing serious, where he can bounce back in the football field and then get ready for wrestling that he's been doing since middle school time. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have medical unit coming, it looks like. The way they've cleared the field and everything. Looks like they put an air cast on real quick there, Ron, while they were out there. Again, I'd like to thank Papa John's for supporting Norwood Community Television with the pizza tonight. So you Norwood residents, make sure you support Papa John's. Go out and get some pizza. We never get any pizza, so the announcers hot, it happens. I'm not sour about it, I just want to mention that. Yes. But to be honest with you, I'm a steak hoagie guy, so I'm okay with it. Now, we got a lot of volunteers here. This is a volunteer-driven Norwood Community Television, so we're appreciative of all the volunteer help that we get here, and we appreciate Papa John's support us also. Almost looks like it's coming down the street here, so the good thing is there, Ron, the medical staff was out there very quick and prompt, and you could tell that they knew exactly what was going on there. They went and got the bag that usually has kind of mobilizing whatever extremity that was hurt, and they were right on top of it. So let's wish the best here.
Tri-Health provides the athletic trainer, Chris Bonnell.
Chris has been probably the longest running trainer that I can remember in my 23 years of being involved in Norwood as a coach and a teacher.
He's very passionate about the work he does, spending a lot of time with Chris. It's never a good sign when you get the ambulance coming out, but
Tyler, I was going to get with you. I was talking to Derek Golfer, head coach now. Okay. I thought, hey, maybe you can do a meet this year if you want to do one. Kind of like a prime meet or a match. So I'll give you a couple of home games. Oh, yeah. That might be good. Thanks.
yeah, I was going to come back and help, but I asked JD for a little bit of money and like $100, because then he got a job during the summer too. It's like, yeah, I couldn't find any room in the budget, so it's like, well, I gotta go where the money is to pay back my loans and stuff, and books and gas and all that.
So are you working now while you're...
Yeah, I work over at Education at Work.
How many hours you got to get in there?
Around 20 a week. So 40 hours on the paycheck. Next week I'll probably put in some hours. More hours than that.
Just stopped in. I know the owner of Silverton Donuts. I sent a note out to a couple senior groups I still have phone numbers with there. He's looking for some part-time help. And if you know some people in college that might want 20 or so hours a week.
Well, they give me tuition assistance, so that makes up for it. You can get up to $6,000 a year on top of $9 an hour. I was going to come down and help out with the tennis, but even that gotta work at 4.
Once we get into the season, there's hardly any practices. So if it's not in that first month or so, it's hard to even practice on.
It's understandable. I work at 4, so I can't get down there.
Oh, yeah.
So
What I wish we could do is somehow have another quarter show, but we only got 3. We lost the Xavier gig, so.
why is that?
Well, they redid the courts, and they have a club team now. So they said they practice after the season, so there's not a lot of availability at the court. I think also they redid them. They wanted to probably charge us, and we couldn't pay, so.
Nowhere else in Norwood that has courts?
Yeah, we can use the courts. It's just more convenient when you got more than 3.
Yeah. Get more done. Get all your matches in versus gotta basically have.
But they did make kind of a change where what they do is they allow the coaches, if they agree upon in the beginning, that once if a match is settled, well, let's say somebody's got the 3 wins. The other 2 games, you can just do a superset and finish it out. So it shortens it. So you don't have to play a 3-set, you just play superset.
Oh, it was fun. College tennis was fun. Oh. Picked up a couple wins.
That's good.
You got doubles and 1 singles.
You got some good.
Almost.
You got some good coaching there. You got people with experience in tennis that would have helped you a lot. You know?
1. We couldn't get there all the time. But he teaches tennis all day. So almost fainted when I played Mount St. Joe. 90-degree weather. Didn't eat for like 6 hours.
Whose fault was that?
Well, when you have class, you have to. Huh?
I said make sure that's checked.
Yeah. Well, when you have class and right after class, you have to get on the van to go to the match. You don't have time to eat. It's kind of hard.
Well, pack a lunch there, brother. All right, let's give you a little update here. Norwood player, they got the paramedics out there, and they're looking at him. Most likely, they already got him on the board. They'll be putting him on their cart, and he's in good hands with Norwood here with the paramedics. And we'll hope the best. Nothing serious, hopefully. I mean, we know it's nothing. Looks like he's moving his arms and everything. It was a lower extremity, probably a break. The fracture is probably a pretty good estimate now as I see things from up top.
Let's have a big round of applause to show our appreciation and our support for number 28, Austin Blankenship.
That's the injured play.
One more time, let's go. Give it up.
Well, back to the game now, Ron. We got 3:30 or so left in the second quarter here. Milford's got the ball, 2nd and 10. See if Norwood can still continue to hold him here. They'll give him a little time to loosen up. good, but thank you. Appreciate that.
As you mentioned earlier, Milford has the advantage on the numbers. So as those two injuries for Norwood's gonna lose even more on the players by the numbers. But I mean, you stay in it and you can still win even though you have less numbers. It's just gonna be a little tougher. You're gonna be a little tired at the end of the game. So who does Milford play against?
They are in the league with Anderson, Varsity, Kings.
Turpin.
That's the range. They might be in the
ECC.
No, they're in the GMC probably. Did you say GMC?
ECC.
Yeah, that's what they are in with Paris. Kings, I believe Loveland, Anderson. Looks like we're getting close to starting there. Last time I did a podcast on, or second last, I was late because I didn't realize it had been 7:30 high school games forever. So I showed up a little after 7. I hear a cheer. I'm like, what is going on? Well, here I didn't realize about 2 years ago they moved the games to 7 o'clock. High school games start at 7:30.
Kind of a good thing. Get home a little early.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, 7 o'clock, you know. Sometimes it probably is a little tight for some teams that have got to travel a little bit.
That's understandable.
On 75, you know, in football, they're just so programmed. They get so early to start everything, you know. Probably an hour and a half before the game, they're already going through their routine. But no, I think 7 o'clock's a good time.
It's understandable if you have to move the time back to 7:30 if someone's coming from, say, like a Western Brown or something like that. Feeling
a little wind, starting to feel a little chance here maybe. Might get a little rain here after halftime. Hopefully not. You might be right. They might be waiting till the ambulance is off the field and the track. And those lights can be a distraction too, I think, while you're playing. Phillips having a good year.
Good, I got him on my fantasy team and Votto. Got Votto so deep into the draft, it's unbelievable.
We haven't done much in 2 years, so there's a lot of questions coming in this year.
Well, he's always been a good high average hitter, so why not take a chance?
Last 2 years, you look at statistically.
He's having a good year, though.
He's having a good year.
It's the playoffs. $100 on the line.
Weekend scores? Or is it a week type thing?
Oh, Monday to Sunday. Football, I had.
Changes during the week?
Yeah. You can only pick up 4 players throughout the week. So if someone gets injured or something like that, you either put them on the DL or you release them, and you can only do that 4 times. I had such a great team, I had to trade away good players to the crappy team just to make it fair. I was beating people by like 200 points. So why are they still here? Why can't they just turn the lights off then and play football?
It's not first priority.
rookie on my fantasy football team.
Nice start last night.
I know, right? Not one of those bandwagon teams. I've been with the Patriots for a while. Bengals are priority one. I root for the Bengals. If the Bengals are playing the Patriots, I always root for the Bengals. My grandpa's from that area.
Oh, yeah?
Northeastern area, up there in Maine. So, root for all the Boston teams except for the Red Sox.
I like the Red Sox.
I like the other team.
You're a Yankee fan?
I root for the Yankees, yeah. Yankees, Reds, Dodgers, and Tigers is who I root for.
I like the Royals. That's Kansas City. I like the Tigers too.
Can't believe they're going to get rid of Brad Oscar. It's not his fault. His pitchers keep getting injured and going other places and signing huge contracts. It's kind of funny. I have Cueto on my fantasy baseball team. Ever since he got traded to the Royals, he's crapped it up. Like,
Starting out, I had a bad 4 games. I don't know whether you pushed things down. Started out okay. Well, the animal cow is getting ready to come off the track. And we starting again shortly, and again we wish Austin Championship the best and hope everything is okay.
Had a long break there, and in about 3.5 minutes, we'll be getting to halftime. As Austin Blankenship gets a great round of applause, which is much needed, as he's going to recover. Might come back towards the end of the season. He's a sophomore, so he'll be definitely coming back next year. And Norwood's going to try to play some better defense, as Milford's going to have the ball on the 38.
Long delay sometimes. You might see them just take a shot deep, as everybody's just kind of, especially when it's the team that's the player is a little numb. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe try to shoot a big one here and see if we can catch Norwood off guard. Nice little slant pass actually get dropped.
Couldn't.
Nice about that.
Number 83, Max Brewer, couldn't hold on to it.
They can get the ball back, and they don't have enough time maybe to come down before half. So the big play here to hold. Let's get a turnover. Give the ball on the short side to Norwood.
3rd and 23 for Milford on the 25-yard line.
Playing a little tighter. Well, they're sending a lot. They tell you what, they just decided to
off to number 38, Dawson Sloan.
Number 38, Dawson Sloan picks up a couple. It's going to be 4th down for Milford.
Ball spot the 25-yard line.
See who drops back here.
3rd and long.
Oh, it's 3rd down now. I apologize. That was 2nd down. They have the down wrong on the clock. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 23 for Milford on the 25.
I'm a little surprised they don't back off the line a little bit. They have to play some good man coverage here. They got a little outnumbered there.
There's a great pass deflection right there. It's a great pass deflection by Norwood's, looks like number 19, Joe Johnson.
Joe did a good job there.
It's going to make it 4th down Eagles.
Stops the clock too with the incomplete. That's nice.
Now it's going to be 4th down and 23.
Chase Witt back in punt formation.
Their punter's not their
Elijah
kicker, right?
Wellington back for the Indians.
Yep, number 4, Chase Witt is going to be punting for Milford. Lining up deep looks like number 21, Elijah Wellington.
Nice kick, nice and high. Get out of the way. There you go, Norwood. All right. Gonna get the ball in pretty good field field position.
Looks like about the 46-yard line. Norwood's going to start.
That's where the Indians will take a 1st and 10.
Time. We got 2 timeouts, 2.5 minutes. Let's see if we can take a big play here and get down and score and have a little momentum going into halftime at least. And like you said, we do get the ball coming out in the second half.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Norwood on the their own 46-yard line.
Got a wide split all the way at the end, out top of the field. He's rolling right, McGeorge is. Just a little underthrown.
Jeb McGeorge's pass.
The intended target is number 87
is incomplete.
for Jihad Key.
Goodman back, so I think Goodman must have did something because he would have played by now at least.
2nd and 10.
So I'm guessing they're a little short-handed some more. All right, 2nd and 10 here.
2nd and 10 on the 47-yard line. Norwood throws deep, intended for number 5, Stephen Boston.
George's pass intended for Stephen Boston is incomplete. Depending on the play for the Eagles, Noah Robinson, 3rd and 10.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Norwood on the 47. Jeb McGeorge drops back to the pass, gets it to number 11, Walker. Walker gets across the 50-yard line, and he keeps going.
Cameron Walker
Good job, that stops him.
carries several Eagles down inside the 40 to 39 for Indians' 1st down.
Still a little over 2 minutes left, plenty of time. Now the clock starts.
McGeorge drops back to pass, launches it deep for number 22. The intended target was Travis Goodman.
Jeb McGeorge's pass intended for number 22, Travis Goodman.
Noah's trying to throw the ball deep right now.
Yeah, trying to make a big play. But again, that stops the clock. They still got plenty of time, 2 minutes, 2 timeouts.
2nd and 10 on the 39 for Norwood. McGeorge gets it to Goodman.
McGeorge's pass is completed. Travis Goodman at the 30-yard line.
First, though,
Going to bring up 3rd and less than a yard.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
looks like Walker split out to the right, and then give it to Walker.
Walker's got the 1st down.
The first.
Hand off to number 11.
It's going to be roughly 90 seconds left to go in this 1st half. The score is Milford Eagles 28, Norwood Indians 6.
Clock's running now, minute 20, still plenty of time. 2 timeouts in the bag still for Norwood. A little stop and go, but they have that double coverage pretty good. Oh, he's open though. That's a touchdown.
That was a great move right there by Stephen Boston. Looks like he faked him out. Looks like it was a double move for him. Got open, and Jeb McGeorge found him for a touchdown. It was a much-needed touchdown right there for Norwood.
Yeah, roll down right. Goodman did a little out okay, and he was covered. So, Jeff just
Timeout Indians.
field down, wide open Boston for a touchdown. Now they're going to probably go for 2 here. Get it within 2 scores. Let's see. They seem to struggle with the rest of the point anyway, so I'm surprised we see them go for 2.
As Norwood approaches the goal line, it's going to be, looks like two wideouts spread out.
Split right to McGeorge, little motion. We might try to run this. Oh.
Stirring away there.
2-point conversion, no good. Milford Eagles 28, Norwood 12.
They're down 16, but now I got a minute left. You know, the problem is the kickoffs have been so bad, you almost
This is PB design, Norwood Promise Diploma.
still got enough time to maybe get the ball down for field goal range. So
Yeah, their kicker's pretty good.
17, Shea
I
Stadium.
expect them to hit the kick this one kind
This
of
is
low and
PB
hard.
design, Norwood Promise Diploma dash 5K.
A little low and hard.
Stadium,
See if they
race
can get down
times
to
at
about
9 a.m.
5 or 30.
October 17th. Register online at registrationspot.com. Register online at registrationspot.com until October 15th.
Norwood lines up for the kickoff. Number 27, Austin Abbott's going to be kicking off for Norwood.
Kicking off the Indians, Austin Abbott.
It's a great kick by Abbott. It's going to be returned by number 5, Dakota Lefker. Looks like he's going to break it for a good gain. And looks like number 27, Austin Abbott, tackles him.
That might be the reason they weren't kicking it deep. Keeping it away from the receiving team, but
Tackled at the 39-yard line.
they broke.
You almost want to go for that little pooch kick.
Well, but I mean, I understand that. I mean, you don't want to.
Kicker Austin Abbott. Made the tackle. First and 10, Eagles.
We got to make a play here. We just scored. You do not want to give up a score in the last minute here. Let's see what we can do.
It's going to be first and 10 on Norwood's 39. It's a nice pass deflection there by number 19, Joe Johnson.
He's made 2 good plays in the last.
Is incomplete to number 5, Dakota Lefker. Joe Johnson defending on the play. There's a late flag.
Let's see what this flag's going to be.
Have a dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike. On white after the play.
Milford's just giving Norwood some chances here. This entire game, I don't think there's been a couple, there might have been 1 or 2 flags on Norwood.
Let's see if Milford spreads them out some more and just runs the ball here, because they've had some big running plays, and it just seems right now the passing game's a little going backwards on them. I wouldn't be surprised. They don't want to have a turnover late here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they can bust a run, or just be content to go in half up 16. Let's see if I'm right or usually if I'm wrong. Well, there it is.
Tyler Smith gets it to number 83. Number 83, Max Brewer.
Complete to Max Brewer.
They're playing with a little bit more aggressiveness on the edge tonight for Norwood.
Third and long, Eagles. Come on, Norwood fans.
Tyler Smith.
Stay with him.
He's going to, and the pass is dropped by, looks like number 83, Max Brewer.
Tyler Smith's pass is incomplete.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and 21 on the 50-yard line.
Little late momentum switch here, Ron. In the crowd. Norwood's back.
Let's see if Norwood can take that into halftime. They come out And on their first offensive play, let's see if they can get a touchdown after that.
Indians,
There's
Elijah
some time on the
Wellington.
clock. You don't know what's going to happen. We got 41 seconds. Let's see if we can break one here. I'm guessing North's going to be content to go in.
Ball down to
But you know
17-yard
what? They
line.
might give it one deep shot, one play,
Number
two plays, see
34.
what happens. You never know.
I think they give it
Dominic D'Alessandro.
a couple plays.
Indians ball, first and 10.
See if they can gain some momentum, even more momentum going into halftime. I mean, a couple completed passes.
Yeah, you also don't want to turn the ball over here, backed up. So I'm not sure. They might just spread them out, run. If they break a nice run, they still got one timeout.
I think they should. They've been running the ball pretty decently with Cameron Walker, so I think they give it to Cameron Walker and let him run it. See what Norwood lines up here. Looks like you're going to have two wide outs to the left, two wide outs to the right with a running back. Jeb McGeorge throwing it away.
Smart play.
Jed McGeorge's pass is incomplete.
Good thing is he wasted about 15 seconds on that one.
Yeah, but that's okay. You don't want to force it and turn the ball over. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, I understand.
There, just throw it away. Milford,
That's what I was referring to.
Milford can't get the ball back unless we make a mistake. So we just got to decide what we want to do.
All right, McGeorge takes the snap, hands it off to Walker. Walker looks like he's not going to get any.
Hand off to
And they're going to go to halftime.
Cameron Walker.
Most likely 28 Milford, 12 Norwood.
Yeah, we'll be back after half again. This is Rick Robish.
And Ronald Sansoni.
See ya.
Cameron Wilson on the stop.
And with North Community College. Thank you.
It's going to be halftime. No, it is not. Timeout. Norwood.
Well, looks like North's going to try one play. Get one time down. Well, Hail Mary, I guess. Who knows? So we'll take
Y'all also might see like a trick play in this situation too. Try to get the defense off guard. Try to break one for.
At least 4 people from the 40-yard line and back. I'll be surprised if they play tight at all. Yeah, you can see. So they got 1, 2, 30, 20 or so yards off the ball.
Third down.
McGeorge fakes the handoff. He's gonna launch it deep.
Well, he's
Looks
got
like
an arm.
Travis Goodman. That's a good.
Well,
that's good momentum right there going into halftime.
That looks good on the stats, too. All right, now it's halftime. We'll see after half. Thank you.
12.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Put your hands together for the pride of the city of Norwood, the two-time MSBA Class A finalist and two-time ONEA State Marching Band finalist, Norwood High School Marching Band.
or war will put an end to mankind.
Yep.
Government sources say that President Kennedy is
Very
dead.
bad news for all of you. Martin Luther King was shot and was killed tonight.
Senator Robert Francis Kennedy died at 1:44 a.m. today.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The Norwood High School Marching Band is under the direction of Patrick Bauer with special assistance from Assistant Director Nate Banzoff, Assistant Director Joe Wackett, Percussion Instructor Rob Cloven, Percussion Instructor Michael Bruce, Percussion Instructor Michael Kuntz, Guard Instructor Kara Bailey, Woodwind Instructor Connor Barrick, and Backdrop Design Miss Viltrakis' art class. The band will compete for the first time this season at the first annual Taylor Band Invitational on September 19, 2015 in beautiful Cleves, Ohio. We'll see you there.
Well, welcome back to Norwood Stadium here as we're finishing up halftime with the Norwood Indians, Milford Eagles. Right now, Milford Eagles are in control of this game, 28-12. Norwood did score a little late in the half to get back in the game a little bit. I believe they will be getting the ball, so that could be a very big initial early first drive of the second half to see if they can creep a little closer and see if they can get back into this game a little bit. Again, this is Rick Robish, and we got Milford coming in at 1-1, and Norwood coming in at 1-1. Again, Milford is up about 2 or so divisions to Norwood, so this is a big points game for Norwood in the what they call the Harbin rating, so they can pull this out. I know it's a little early to think playoffs, but every game and point counts, and if you beat a team a couple divisions above you, you can get some extra points. So we'll have to see. Norwood can turn it around here and get back into this game with an early first score here in the second half.
Well, momentum could be on their side coming out of halftime. Granted that they did in the first half with a scoring drive and then also a deep completion. So that could have the offense ready to keep going.
Back for the Indians, number 5, Stephen Boston. Number 21, Elijah Juan Wellington.
It's going to be returnable.
Looks like Stephen Boston's got it. Looks like he got to about the 25.
Good coverage by Milford.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 25 for Norwood.
Tackle by 56, Bailey Knox.
Every kick for Milford has been a great kick today. I don't think
their kicking has been solid. Even their punts have been solid. They got a good specialty team so far. They almost broke one for a touchdown, so they've done well in specialties. All right, well, let's see if we can keep that momentum, like you said, Ronnie, going in half, starting out the second half. Looks like we got Walker again as the back. He split to the left with McGeorge, the quarterback.
Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Walker. Walker's going to go and get possibly one, if not any. As the rain picks up here.
A little bit of rain coming down, not too much. Shouldn't interfere with the game too much as far as the ball.
As a previous coach, do you do like in practice, if you know it's going to rain on that day, do you go like slippery ball drills and stuff?
Well, the thing is, in high school, you don't have the luxury as much to, go in and out with balls and that type of stuff. So, really, I don't think you're going to make a lot of adjustments because also you just don't know. Weather in Cincinnati changes so quick. You might think it's going to rain, and it doesn't rain.
There could be sunshine here in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, really, you go through drills regardless to secure balls because it doesn't matter if it's a good day or a bad day. You can fumble in any situation.
As we just seen there, looks like it was a miss snap there from the center. Looks like Norwood recovers though.
Yeah, but that's disappointing. 3 and out. That's what they didn't want coming out at halftime.
It kind of ruins the momentum coming out in the first half.
And they're really backed up, too, for the for the punting game here.
4th and 13 on the 22-yard line.
I'll be surprised if Milford doesn't get this ball on our side of the field to start their first drive of the second half. I mean, that's a good kick.
Looks like number 4.
So that's a good job.
A fair catch. Chase Witt.
Where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right. Milford's going to have 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Looks like everyone here is getting out their umbrellas if they have one.
Well, we need a turnover. We haven't had a turnover yet on Milford, and we need to kind of force something here, I think. Milford's passing game kind of stalled.
Tyler Smith hands it off to Dawson Sloan. Dawson Sloan gets it to the...
Even though they scored 28, I thought late in the half they got away from the running game, and it had been effective. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball a little bit more here in this third quarter.
Milford's going to have 1st and 10 on the 42.
Sloan's just been a major problem for him running the ball. And the problem is, the more effective he gets, then they're going to pull it out, and the quarterback will probably have some room to run. So it sets up other things when they got that good running game going.
Oh, looks like it's going to be a fake handoff. Tyler Smith's going to take it to the right side. He's going to get it to about the 27-yard line.
And again, this is our weakness so far tonight, is those outside contain. Our corners are getting caught up in the mix there, and they don't have any outside contain. Okay, so they're going to have to play better outside contain there, because they should be turning that quarterback inside.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Milford on the 28-yard line. And Tyler Smith gets a handoff, hands it off to Dawson Sloan. Dawson Sloan breaks some tackles, gets it up to the 12-yard line.
Dawson Sloan.
So, like I predicted, they've come out and run the ball 3 straight times.
Carries it for Eagles 1st down. He's tackled by number 19, Joe Johnson. Ball spot the 11-yard line.
Milford's going to have 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line.
That's good pursuit. They ran that to the short side of the field, which helped us, I think, a little bit with positioning and pursuit angles.
Tackled on the play by number 15, Andy Harkins.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 on the 8-yard line.
2nd and 7 Eagles.
If I was Milford, I still wouldn't get away from the run here. Sloan's been very effective.
And Norwood's defense hasn't had an answer for him either.
No, they've had good gaps, and like I said, he's low center of gravity. They've had some real trouble with that, but they're going to give it.
Looks like it was a fake handoff. Tyler Smith takes it to the touchdown.
Definitely the right side's been our weak area. They've attacked our right side a lot, and that's where we've been really weak on the right side in the run.
So that makes the score 34-12. Milford's attempting the extra point. Coleman is 4 for 4 today. Let's see if he can go 5 for 5.
Flag on the play.
Looks like there's a flag on the play. Let's hear what it is.
The offside. Offsides on Norwood, looks like.
Defense lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, that's not good because their kicker usually kicks it pretty deep to begin with. Looks like the extra point is good, and he is 5 for 5 today.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Dr. Walsh Desperate Group. Special thanks to Doc Perino, the team doctor for over 30 years. SHP Design, Big Papa's.
I don't think Norwood's ever started.
U.S. Bank, Richard E. Linder YMCA, Jimmy John.
I think they've always started on the inside of the 30.
Yeah, there's definitely been some field advantage throughout the game, but at the same time, you know, you're giving up big chunks of yardage regardless where they're at on the field, and that's, I mean, Norwood's just gonna have to come in and look like after the first quarter and just try to outscore them, but they just haven't been as consistent. They've moved the ball well at times, but then they've had a couple 3-and-outs, and you know that's where you're at, 35-12 here. Now it's kind of like you're just trying to, you know, hold the doors shut before they get blown open. So we'll see if we can see if we can get a good return here and get a nice drive going to get back a little bit into it.
Looks like Wellington's going to take it from about the 8-yard line. Wellington gets tackled about the 21-yard line.
That was a good kick, too, because you never want to be catching the ball backing up because you don't have any momentum to start running. So Wellington's really fast, but you never had a real opportunity to go. So, you know, another good kick. And again, where we're starting at, we're starting inside the 25, 20-yard line. So now we got a good 80 yards to go again.
It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for Norwood. All right, looks like Jeb McGeorge is in at QB. Walker's at halfback. McGeorge looks deep. Looks like it was underthrown. Looks like the got a little slippery and got out of hand from him there.
Yeah, low snap, got everything off balance, and like you said, didn't look like he had a good grip, and luckily it just fell incomplete, not into a Milford Eagles hand.
It was almost intercepted there.
Is your hair going another way?
McGeorge gets the snap. Looks like he's trying to find some running room. Tried to pick up a block there, but just couldn't escape it. It's going to be another. It's going to be 3rd down now. It's going to be 3rd and 10 on the 20.
Third and 8 Indians.
Excuse me, it looks like he picked up about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8 on the 22. Looks like there's going to be flags. It's probably a false start.
Motion, yeah.
Looks like it's going to be a false start on Norwood. It's going to back him up about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line.
3rd and 13.
Oh.
Wasn't a bad pass. Good coverage, though.
Looked like it was right on target, just couldn't hang on to it.
It's incomplete.
It's going to be 4th and 13 from the 17-yard line. Most likely they're going to punt it away, and it's going to be short field for Milford.
Yep, Norwood's come out second half, and offense has just been shut down both series. No first down, 3 and out on each one. Let's get a bounce here. No, we did get a little bounce.
Look like it's going to be on the 46-yard line is where Milford's going to start.
Georgia's punt is down at the 46-yard line. First down, Eagles.
It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line for the Milford Eagles. Looks like Tyler Smith's going to hand it off.
Hand off to number 38, Dawson Sloan.
Dawson Sloan's going to be picking up, looks like about 10 yards, or excuse me, 6 yards. And it looks like it was holding on that play.
Yeah, that's the one thing that stopped Milford tonight. It's been some penalties. They've had a few, but they've been able to overcome them.
Excuse me, it was a false start on Milford.
Penalty against the Eagles.
It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 49, their own 49.
1st and 15.
Looks like
nice
Milford
give.
handed it off to number 27.
Hand off to number 27, Andrew Key. Tackled on the play.
Andrew Key, number 27.
And Hank Berlin. Second and 3.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3 from the 39. Looks like number 11, Tyler Smith's going to take it.
Well,
looks like he got to about the 23.
Big woo there. Fogus did his job and took out the fullback or the running back, Sloan, but unfortunately he didn't have the ball, but he did exactly what he's supposed to do, so too bad he didn't have the ball. That would have been nice.
All right, Milford's going to set up for a 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. Looks like Milford can fake it pretty good. As the QB had the ball that time, it looks like it was going to be a tackle for loss there, but it was a gain by 38, Dawson Sloan. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 1 on the 14-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 1.
Excuse me, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, they've not thrown the ball much this half because they've been so effective running the ball. They're going to go for one here.
Looks like number 83 gets the touchdown catch.
Kind of didn't look back for the ball very well, and there you go.
Smith's pass is completed to Brewer. Touchdown.
Well, 6 minutes left now, Ron. This is now kind of a survival game. It's going to soon to 41-12. It's like, okay, let's see what we can muster up and just try to keep the score as close as we can. We'll see how long Milford stays with the starters.
The extra point is good by Coleman, and Milford's going to take a 42-12 lead.
November 14th. Crown Plaza on Kilford Road. MC is Tammy.
All that momentum that we thought that Norwood was going to have went away pretty fast.
Larry Katofsky, Jimmy Cobb, and Tom Wonder. Ticket information, call Mike Marksberry, 616.
By rule, in the second half, a 30-point lead, you'll have a running clock.
If you're interested, contact Mike Marksberry, 616.
Looks like that since Milford has a 30-point lead in the second half, it's going to be a running clock from here on out.
Tammy Faust, 324-5658. Next week's alumni night.
There's about 5 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter.
Kicking off for the Eagles, Dylan Coleman.
It was a line drive kicked, picked up by Norwood's number 49. Looks like he's making some moves, gaining some yards, all the way up to about the 37-yard line.
Returns the kickoff.
Shane Lewis was the one on the return there. It's going to be 1st and 10
6-yard line
for Norwood on the 36-yard line.
Ball spot the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Starting to come down a little harder. So I didn't know that might be a new rule. I didn't know that rule. So running clock with a 30-point lead. I think that's a good rule.
Looks like the rain's picking up here even more as we go deeper into this third quarter. Also, that rule is probably in place by the bigger schools playing the smaller schools like this one that are up, and they just don't want it to be out of hand. Pass is good to number 21, Wellington.
Pass is completed.
It's going to be around the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. They're getting into enemy territory here for Norwood.
Yeah, and the thing, if they cut it under 30, then they go back to stopping the clock, which is good too. Gives the team the chance, if they by chance do come back.
McGeorge just looked for somebody. Now he's just going to take it himself, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Quarterback Jed McGeorge runs the ball down to the 42-yard line.
It's going to be 2nd and 5 for Norwood on the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 Indians.
McGeorge hands it off to Walker. Walker gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage and is going to get pushed back.
Handoff. Cameron Walker. No gain on the play, 3rd and 5.
I gotta protect what hair I have left.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 on the 42-yard line. So it looks like they're lined up in a spread offense. McGeorge gets the pass. He's going to roll out to the right. Looks like he's just going to have to throw it away as he was about to get sacked.
Flags on the play.
What do you think the flag is going to be?
Well, it could be intentional grounding, even though we're out of pocket. I'm not sure if they do horse collar. First flag went right off, so it could have been illegal formation, guy not lined up on the line. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Sideline warning. Underwood. During play, intentional grounding.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Underwood. That's a loss of downs. And 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down for Norwood. It's going to be 4th and 5, the 42-yard line. And the flag was for intentional grounding, like you said.
The intentional, we'll put it at the spot, so it'll be 4th and 15 or so. So they're going to probably punt here.
Jed McGeorge back to punt.
Number 9, Jed McGeorge is back to punt for Norwood.
Smart play, really. Let it roll. Don't want to wet ball, fumble, and give it to Norwood. Good job for Norwood.
Looks like it's going to be.
We switched the field position a little bit.
Looks like it's going to be on the 2-yard line for Milford. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 2.
Running clock. We only got about a minute left in the quarter. It's going to stay running clock unless that 30-point lead gets any less.
Looks like Milford's going to be lining up almost in their own end zone. So we'll see what Norwood does here. Maybe they send some blitz, try to get them for a loss and get a safety. Looks like there's flags on the play.
A little too anxious. I think it's offsides. Yep, we gave him a little break here.
Looks like it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Norwood. So it's going to be 1st and 5.
Probably going to take us to the end of the quarter here. They might. Yeah, they're not going to get a playoff here. So we're going to the end of the 4th quarter.
They probably don't even.
42, Norwood 12.
They probably don't even want to take one here. Just going to let the time expire. Get a good 30-second timeout here, pretty much, in between the quarters.
Let's announce the varsity cheerleaders for Norwood. Katie Faulkner, Tina Winbush, Kenya Favors, Reagan Raines, Peyton Britt, Lily Cowan, Kristen McFerrin, Brooklyn Addis,
Ohio weather.
Melissa Davalos, Molly Gillespie,
Hopefully I'll be indoors.
Lucy Petticord, and Kelsey Howard. Good job. Cheerleaders for the visitors, Leah Blevins,
So we'll try to improve.
Megan Burkhardt, Alexis Cassidy, Kaylee Coldis, Ali DeRozio, Mia DeSalvo, Malia
So I won't be
Farron,
able to do it next Friday, but the following Friday if you're able to do
Kenzie
that.
Kimberlin,
Let me check.
Jala
I think
Latham,
it's like the 20s,
Tara Mick,
20 something.
Yeah, it'd be like
Sam
24
Short,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Olivia Bowman,
11, so
Amy
25.
Witt, Mackenzie Douglas, and Emily Ketchum. Good job. First down, Eagles.
All right, here we go. 1st and 5 now to start the 4th quarter for Milford. Very backed up at Norwood's, at their own 6-yard line.
They're going to hand it off
They got a big run coming here. Good pursuit angle and tackle.
Travis Goodman on the tackle for the Indians.
Looks like Milford's not taking their starters out. They're going to keep running the ball with number 38, Dawson Sloan.
First down, Eagles.
Looks like that was about a 30-yard run.
They aren't going to usually take your starters out when you're backed up that much to start out. They might bring their JV in here after this series, or but they want to give as much playing time to the varsity too for reps. It's still early in the season.
All right, it's 1st and 10 for Milford on the their own 43. Looks like they're just going to give it off to most likely Dawson Sloan.
It's a good tackle there. By Andy
That was a good stop, short of
Andy
gain.
got him. Andy Harkins made a nice single tackle there. Andy's another senior. Playing football here at Norwood his career.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 43.
Excited about the upcoming basketball with Coach Schulte. Got a few basketball players out there also. Norwood being a smaller school, we got a lot of kids that play 2, some 3 sports. Be nice to get a little bit more participation, but the kids that do play, there's a little strip fumble. Not sure it's a scramble for it. Right, Norwood got the ball.
Puts a little bit of life into the crowd here as the ones that are sticking around.
Covered it. Nice shot.
For the Indians, number 65, Nick Henson.
All right, good job, Nick.
It's another senior out there with the senior leadership.
Yep. Well, good. Now let's see if we can get a score, feel a little better here in the fourth. Still running clock, so we're down to less than 10 minutes in the game. As the rain continues to come down pretty good.
Hall of Fame dinner is at the Crown Plaza on Fight
Again, I'd like to thank again Papa John's for supporting Norwood Community Television with their pizza. Again, if you're in Norwood, make sure you visit a Papa John's for some pizza.
All right, looks like Jed McGeorge is the QB out there. He takes the pass, rolls out to the right. He's going to have to get rid of it. He tries to get it to number 22, Travis Goodwin.
Jed McGeorge's pass intended for Travis Goodwin is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Got an injured Milford Eagle.
Official timeout.
Hey, who is that? What's his name? 41? I don't want to take out the piece of paper and it get all wet. I don't think he's a starter.
Looks like the injured player for Milford is number 41. Had several injuries in this game so far.
Try to get 2 Fridays from and then probably 3 games for try to get 4 games on my belt. Really? Like it's getting a little wet, but it's supposed to be 65 tomorrow. I feel it right now. Why didn't you just buy a trash bag suit?
Have a nice round of applause. Injured player number 41, Cameron Wilson.
The injured player is number 41, Cameron Wilson, as he walks off the field. It looks like under his own power. There's 9 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the game. The score is 42. Milford 42, Norwood 12. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 47-yard line for Norwood.
Now this ball will be a little wet because it's been sitting out there. So we'll see how the snap goes on this and the handle. They did okay. A little delay.
Hand it off to Walker.
It's got a little room. Puts
Nice
shoulder down. Nice
good little spin move to get extra 4 yards there at the end of the run.
Hand it off to number 11, Cameron Walker.
Did you see that Braxton Miller spin?
Tackled by 96, Bryce Dubin. That's an end of his first down.
Right here, he's a good player. All right, so let's see if Norwood can stick one in here and, feel a little better in the fourth quarter with this game. Pretty much it's out of reach, 42-12. It's just playing for a little bit of pride and also, making sure you stay and with the game plan and see how you can improve.
Getting some reps also. As McGeorge gets it to, looks like number 40, but he couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, a little bit of number 3 came in and made a nice play for Milford.
It looks like it was very physical on that play right there.
Thank goodness for trash bags, right?
2nd and 10.
All right, Norwood's going to line up. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Milford's 33. McGeorge scrambles out to the right.
Good pass.
Looks like he's most likely trying to 22. Is that number 22, Travis Goodman?
Yeah, Travis having a good game tonight. Not sure, 87's been limping a lot out there for Norwood. Not sure if he's got a little cramp.
Jacob Cooley on the coverage.
3rd and short.
It's 3rd and 1 on Milford's 24-yard line. Might see just a simple QB sneak up. Oh, looks like Milford jumped off sides. They've been hurting themselves this entire game. But it doesn't reflect on the scoreboard as they are up by 30.
Encouragement on the defense. 5-yard penalty as a result of the penalty. First down.
First down, Indians.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from Milford's 19-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 19-yard line.
Inside 7 minutes to go in the game.
McGeorge scrambles out to the left. Looks like he's going to find, is that number 22, Travis Goodman? Yep. We know who his favorite target is this game. He's probably racked in about 12 receptions.
Goodman's got good hands. He's been catching the ball well.
1st and goal, Indians.
Be very interesting to see what Norwood does, as they've only been in the red zone once, other than right now. And it's 1st and 9 on the 9. It's going to be a timeout.
Timeout, Eagles.
Milford took a timeout. So what do you think the Indians are talking about in their huddle during this Milford timeout?
Well, they're just going over whatever, play that they feel sound right here, and just keeping them composed. I mean, it's not like, this is going to tie the score, but you want to be efficient. When the better efficiency you are out there, even if it's a 30-point gap in the game, just in the long run, that just makes you a better team in the long run. So they just don't want to see mistakes and turnovers, and run their offense effectively regardless what the score is.
McGeorge gets the snap. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to look to the end zone. Travis Goodman looks like he pulled it in for a touchdown.
Boy, Travis has got some hands.
Looks like that's going to.
That was a good catch.
Looks like that's going to stop the clock. So we're going to have about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game. Norwood 18, Milford 42.
All right, so they're going to line up for the 2-point conversion here.
All right, McGeorge scrambles out to the right. Looks like he's just going to toss it. Do they get it? Does he get across? Their first successful 2-point conversion today. It's going to be Norwood 20, Milford 42. That's a good sign for the Norwood Indians as they get a good 2-point conversion for the day. That could go.
No, they're pretty much out of it here at 42-20. They might just go ahead and try an onside kick because, again, it puts them in a position to try it, whereas maybe down the road in the game when they really need it, they've at least attempted it in the game. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to onside or just a pooch kick low and hard to see if they can get a bounce off somebody. You know, even though they're not going to win the game, but again, they can at least
get some good reps and quality reps for the future.
But we'll see. You know,
some good game film.
And, you know, you can see Milford, same thing. You know, they should get their hands team out there just in case. It gives them nice practice also. So. Yeah, let it go 10. Now they can get on it.
Onside kick. Recovered.
That should be Norwood's ball. Yes.
Looks like Norwood recovers the onside kick.
Focus.
They're going to get it at about the 49.
Milford really relaxed there. They didn't. Once it got to that 50, they got to get on the ball, and they never did.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 49 for Norwood.
Inside the 30-point rule, they'll have a normal clock now. I'm not sure what Milford's debating here. That they totally did not touch that ball till it crossed the 50.
They changed the call.
Oh, well, I guess I was wrong.
During the kick, the ball was touched before it went 10 yards. That makes it a legal touching. Ball was taken on the spot where it's touched. First down.
Norwood's not real happy with the call here. I could not tell from up here. Obviously, we don't have the vantage point to tell if it was touched. It sure looked like Norwood recovered, but again, you know, it's a judgment call by the official.
Looks like it's Norwood's coaches out there arguing with the call.
You know, you want to get that ball, but you know, we got to remember too, it is a 42-20 game, so
it's going to be
fortunate. There was a good execution by Norwood. I got Mr. Fogus in class. I'm sure he'll be telling me if he got that ball or not without touching it on Monday.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Milford on the 50-yard line. It's 42-20. Milford's up.
With that score, Milford will keep their starters in. Well, Norwood's coming out with a little fire. That was Harkins made a nice play. Oh, now this is what we don't need though on both sides. Calm it down, boys.
Hey, dead ball. Personal foul. On blue. Hey, dead ball. Personal foul. On white. They offset.
Now offsetting there. So again, refs, you know, take control here. Hit them both with those personal fouls, and hopefully that'll settle things down as we, you know, it's been a clean, good game. You just don't want things to get out of hand. The score's, you know, a little lopsided, so a little frustration. You know, you just thought you might got an onside kick. So, you know, I think the refs did the good thing there of taking control, and hopefully that'll keep this in a good end of the game and none of those shenanigans to happen, hopefully. Anymore.
All right, Tyler Smith takes it himself, scrolls out to the right. Looks like he's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 21, Elijah Wellington.
Quarterback Tyler Smith runs out of bounds. And Eagles first down.
So again, the clock will stop now since they're inside 30 points.
There's about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 35. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on number 19, Joe Johnson. It's going to be 1st and 5 on the 30-yard line for Milford.
Starting to come down a little harder there, Ronnie.
All right, number 38, Sloan takes it up the field for about 10 yards.
Unfortunately, are catching, and they're getting the full steam there. Nah, come on, guys. Let's finish this game on a good note. Come on. This is not why we're here. Refs aren't messing around, though. They are throwing those flags, and they're telling them, you know, we're not messing around.
Looks like it's going to be offsetting, though, as they both had a little bit of shoving match there from the Indians and the Eagles.
If it happens again, now you're going to get in jeopardy of people being ejected, and now that means they'll be sitting a couple games. So, you know, you get the point, too, on both sides. You got, you know, no, it's on Norwood. So, again, it's starting to get out of hand. You might call a timeout here and talk to this defense and maybe even do some substitutions here. And there you go. That's a smart call. Call timeout.
Looks like Norwood calls a timeout.
Coach Jenny's going to try to get these kids under control here, and they need to.
I guess that's what you see from teenagers. They just can't keep it composed throughout the entire game. Let their emotions get the best of them. It looks like Norwood's going to have looks like Norwood has 2 timeouts left. So does Milford. I think timeouts are going to play any factor in the game, as there's only about 5 minutes left. It's going to be 1st and 9 on the 9 for Milford when we come out of this timeout. Looks like number 10 is going to take it himself. Looks like he's got some running room. There's going to be some flags.
Might be holding here for Milford.
Against the offense. Ball spot the 15-yard line.
Looks like Milford's making some substitutions now.
Looks like it was a holding call.
Yeah, but they're starting to sprinkle in some of their JV players now, too. Quarterback.
It's going to be 1st and 15.
That's a different running back in 15.
Looks like Norwood got a hand on that one.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You put your JV in, and they're just not ready yet, and they put the ball down on the ground on.
Recovered by the Indians.
All right, Norwood's going to get the ball. Looks like about the 8-yard line. This is where you would like to see some.
Yeah, now let's see. It looks like they're putting, again, Milford's putting some of their JV in on defense also, so a lot of their starters are probably done for the day. Norwood, not having that much depth, will probably stay with their first team offense, is my guess.
This is where you want to see some good, solid passes, maybe some momentum for the next game.
At the same time, you've seen some emotions going on out there. You might just run the ball a little bit and run the clock and just see what happens here too. So we'll see. Because you don't want to let things get too far out of hand either. Yeah, there we go.
Big George hands it off to Walker. Walker looks like he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Looks like he gets to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, if I was Norwood, I wouldn't be in any hurry.
John Cooley on the tackle.
You don't want to get anybody else hurt either. And,
Gain of 3, second and 7.
They might throw the ball a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, they might just try to calm this game down a little bit with some runs.
All right, 2nd and 7 on the 10-yard line for Norwood. McGeorge looks left, gets it to Goodwood.
You got Goodman having a good game. So.
Jed McGeorge's pass completed to Travis Goodman. Tackled by Evan Ball. And Indians first down.
About 4 minutes left in the game again. Milford 42, Norwood 20.
It's going to be first and 10 on the 21 for Norwood. McGeorge gets it to Stephen Boston. Looks like there was a big hit on there.
Yeah, he hit him pretty good. It was a good legal hit.
George's pass is completed to Stephen Boston. Tackled by D'Alessandro.
I think he's got I won't guess, but it's sure he hit him pretty good. He might just have the air knocked out of him, but we'll see just the way he reacts.
Stephen Boston's primarily a basketball player, so he's probably not used to getting hit like that. So yeah, like you said, he probably
runs track too. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to speculate too much, but he caught the ball. It was a good catch. He got hit hard, caught the ball. Gotta give him credit for that.
Yep, you gotta give him credit for hanging on to the ball.
You want a break? No. We only got like 3 minutes left. Maybe 4. Exactly. Over the side. Through the ring.
All right, looks like they got him up.
Looks like he's gonna walk off on his under his own power.
Injured player number 5, Stephen Boston.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 2 on the 29-yard line for Norwood. It's kind of not what you want to see on the last drive, most likely the last drive. Injured players. But he should be, it didn't look that serious. It looks like he could be back for the next game.
Going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Rain continues to come down pretty good. I'll give the center credit. Cromer's done a good job with the bad weather with most of the snaps.
McGeorge looks deep. It's a toss-up ball. Bounces off to several defensive players down to the ground. It's going to be 3rd and 2 on the 29-yard line.
Broken up on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
McGeorge hands it off to Walker. Walker gets up for a first down, breaks free. He's got some open field. He gets up to about the 40-yard line.
39-yard line.
There's a great gap created by the offensive line right there. And it's also a good broken tackle for Walker.
Okay, Norwood's driving the ball late here. Let's see what they can do. Little flare pass out to Walker. He's got some room.
Looks like he's tackled by number 34 for Milford.
Cameron Walker tackled on the play by D'Alessandro. First down, Indians. Ball spot the 24-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line for Norwood. It's a really good drive that they started at their own 8-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Cameron Walker. Looks like he's going to gain about 7 yards, 6 or 7 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
2.5 left.
Ball spot the 18.
It's going to be 2nd and 4 on the 18.
A little tired here, so see if they stay away from him on this play. Went to him last 3 plays in a row.
McGeorge fakes the handoff. He's got
get it. There he goes.
He's got Travis Goodman.
Travis Goodman had a great game, unfortunately, in this most likely loss, but he's really played well, caught the ball great today. He's caught everything. So Norwood's got a little life in the 4th quarter. It's nice to see them putting some points on the board here. Probably go for 2 again.
All right, the score update is Milford 42, Norwood 26. All right, looks like they line up as their usual spread offense. Looks like Jeb McGeorge is going to try to take it himself.
Yeah,
he comes up short. It's a good try.
Late flag. Come on, oh, another one. Come on, boys. What they're calling here.
It's probably going to be assessed on the kickoff, whatever it is.
A dead ball. Personal foul. On one. Yeah, dead ball. Personal foul. On blue. They offset. As the try was no good. Kickoff.
Too many personal fouls, though, late in the game here, Ron. As a coach, you can't be happy with that. You know, they're out there. They got to show better sportsmanship. Both teams, not just Norwood. Milford's had it, too. Both coaches got to be a little upset there.
And Norwood's known for their sportsmanship. Usually they win the sportsmanship award.
That actually was a costly penalty in the first game against Madeira. Madeira was driving late, was in field goal position, and as they just kind of ran the ball to get in a good position for the field goal, a very late hit by a Milford lineman set them back 15 yards, and they weren't able to make the field goal, and Norwood won that game. All right, here's the onside, and it looked like Milford's going to get it, and that should pretty much finish this game off. We'll see if they run the ball at all or just take a knee. They might have to run the ball, get one first down, to run the clock out.
It's been a good game played by both. You see some strength and weaknesses from both teams. How would you assess Norwood throughout the game?
Well, I thought offensively, they didn't do a bad job throwing the ball. They mixed the run in a little bit. The bottom line is Milford overall was probably a better team. So Norwood had to play a total clean game, and they weren't able to do that. And I think defensively, they just had trouble really on the running game. They couldn't stop out. They weren't able to contain outside, and they were able to get some big gapping holes. So, and there's a turnover.
All right, there's a fumble right there. Number 2 picks it up for Norwood.
Oh, and then he fumbles.
It looked like it fumbled out of bounds, though.
No, it was still in bounds. I'm not sure who ended up getting it. A little crazy ending here. I think Milford might have got the ball back.
That's pretty sad.
No, Norwood. Looks like Norwood got the ball back.
Yeah, I know, right? Should have been over by now.
Well, you never know now. They're down 2 scores. They're down 16, but technically that's 2 scores.
Yeah, they need to convert those 2-point conversions.
They got to score it quick, and they got it again, that onside kick. But, they're making it a little bit more interesting. Well, Milford's helping them. They fumbled the last 2 series, so that's helped them a lot.
All right, let's see what Norwood can do in this rain as it's starting to pick up a little bit more. But George gets the snap. He's going to jump throw it to Cameron Walker. Cameron Walker's probably going to pick up about 5 if he doesn't break any tackles.
Clock's running.
Cameron Walker.
Okay, Norwood to the ball pretty quick. Going on a minute left.
Yep, about 1:15 left. McGeorge drops back, throws it long. Looks like it's a little too over long there, though.
I guess that's probably good. That was the Goodman.
Travis Goodman's been his favorite target.
They might want to just double cover Travis the rest of the game.
There's 1:06 left. It's going to be 3rd and 2 on the 31 for Norwood.
Trying to get that first down, which they did. Now they need to just line up quick. Line up quick. Stops the clock as they move the chains.
They need to hurry up and get back to the line and run another play.
See, they got a little time because they got to move the chains. Now the clock starts. Under a minute. Rain come down a little harder, it seems.
A little more wind into it.
You just got to keep throwing those Hail Marys. All right. They got 3 more shots at it.
George's pass intended for Goodman is incomplete. 2nd down.
A nice thing you like to see, Norwood didn't give up. They really fought hard 4th quarter and cut the lead pretty good. And
they're just playing with that never give up mentality.
Offensively, they look pretty good.
They're taking what the defense gives them on offense, and they're trying to stop them on,
there's nothing
on defense.
Okay, so here we go. 2nd down, 43 seconds left.
5 seconds left on the play clock. McGeorge gets it.
Another screen, looks like.
Looks like it goes off the hands of Travis Goodman.
The only ones he hasn't caught.
Pass intended for Goodman is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Man, this rain's pretty coming down pretty hard, and it feels like it's getting colder. All right, so we got 3rd and 10 on the 28-yard line. Probably expect a pass, probably a deep pass. Fakes the handoff,
nice.
Throws it out to his favorite target, but he couldn't bring it in that
time.
time.
One of the rare drops. Side. Can't catch them all. Had a good. And now it's 4th and 10.
It's 4th and 10, 28-yard line. The score is Norwood 26, Milford 42. As we're closing this game, we'd like to thank Papa John's for supplying the pizza to Norwood Community Television.
Seems like it's raining harder as we're getting closer to the end, Ron. And it looks like we got a timeout.
It's not what you want to see. This rain's getting colder and harder. I guess the best case scenario, throw a Hail Mary, you get a touchdown, convert the 2-point conversion, get a fumble on the kickoff and score, and get another 2.
Yeah, and after that, I'm gonna fly to Vegas tonight and lay some money down on the Bengals to win the Super Bowl.
That would be great. Bring Cincinnati a Super Bowl. That's kind of like the Cubs trying to win the World Series.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Exactly. In both situations, isn't going to happen.
The Cubs have played well this year. They're going to get in the playoffs and have to go to Pittsburgh. We'll have to see how that happens. All right, well, here we go. 4th down. Let's see. Norwood can keep this drive going.
Looks like McGeorge is going to take it.
Have to run. Just short.
And
that will finish the game off.
That will finish the game off, folks. This is Ronald Sansoni.
I got 23 seconds left, but yeah, they'll just take a knee. Well, that'll put Norwood at 1-2, Ron, and Milford at 2-1. I'm not sure. I should have looked at the schedule. I know there is a home game next, I think, 2 weekends?
Yep,
so
next 2 weekends.
You're getting this telecast. Norwood fans, come out and support the team the next 2 Fridays for your Norwood Indians. Again, this is Rick Robish.
And Ronald Sansoni. We say good night to Norwood community.
Have a good night.
Quarterback goes to one knee. Let's have a nice round of applause for both teams. Visiting Milford Eagles and your Norwood Indians. The final score, 42-26.
Underwriting services for this program were provided by Papa John's at 4803 Montgomery Road. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza.